Let's talk something hot. I got a criticism from my crypto investing club that when I get into stuff, sometimes I'll tell them after I know it's growing or it's getting hot, and they're like, "It'd be nice if we knew about this before the airdrop." And I'm like, "I didn't know about the airdrop, right?" So one thing I always say in my business courses when I was talking about people building their businesses is you can't be all things to all people. But I will do my very, very, very best to make sure that when I hear about something, I know about something that's worthwhile, not spam, not the latest, greatest thing. I'm going to tell you about it because I am not that person who talks about crypto 24/7, 365. Every time something's shiny, I'm like, ooh, shiny thing, squirrel, shiny thing, shiny thing. That's not me because you would get oversaturated. And then the things that really have some value and some meat and some equity and some utility will get lost in the weeds, all right? So let's talk about Ethereum naming service today. Today is like the 12th, I don't know, the 13th of November here in Egypt. So it's very early in the morning where you are. And I'm going to actually put this video out unedited pretty much. So, bear with me. It's not my usual product, but I want to get it out there while it's hot. And I want to talk about Ethereum naming service and what we as a community can do to make some money and support something with actual utility. Stick around. Real baby talk. Hey YouTube, it is your girl, Teddy Ewing, educating you on financial freedom through entrepreneurship, hustle, and building wealth. And today we are on the third part of that, the wealth building phase, and we're going to talk about Ethereum naming service. So right here on the screen, I have CoinMarketCap, the Ethereum naming service tab open. And again, this is Saturday the 13th, afternoon for me, early morning in the United States, and then wherever you are in between, that's where you are. As you can see, this is the all chart, but actually Ethereum naming service dropped on the 9th, and it came out right at about $30. You can't see it on the screen here. Yeah, it came out about 31, if that's the starting price, and then dropped. So I wake up on the 9th, Egypt time, right? So it's like the middle of the night in the States on the 8th, or on the 9th. And my husband's like, there's an airdrop on the ENS. And I'm like, I'm half asleep. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, it's all over. I don't know if he's on a Discord group, Telegram, internet. I don't know where he was. So he's like, we got an airdrop because we got our Ethereum names early. And I'm like, what? So backtrace that story. I'm in a crypto masterclass on the Black Business School led by Dr. Boyce Watkins. And this was back in June. And on that masterclass, we had one of my co-hosts was Jamar Doc Montgomery. And he was talking about you can get your names. We were talking about NFTs, and he's like, you can get your name minted as an NFT, and it actually is like a website, like a domain. So I was like, let me read into this. So back in June, I read into this. So probably about July, August maybe, I told my husband about it immediately. So he finally got his name as a .eth. And then a few weeks later, I got my name as a .eth, and I went on ahead and changed my MetaMask address wallet to match that .eth name. So I did what the Ethereum naming service is about. So they are trying to do like a bit.ly for Ethereum addresses, right? A bit.ly to shorten a long web address. You can get a bit.ly and make it Teddy's Hot Thing, Teddy's Black Friday Special, whatever it is, right? And my real web address is 365theexitstrategy.com/special/2021/ Black Friday Special, but they can make that a shortened address. ENS is the exact same thing. So my Ethereum address is teddyewing.eth and the real Teddy Talks.eth and then my husband's whatever he named his. So on whoever had an .eth name using the ENS service by the 1st of November, maybe it was the 31st of October, received an airdrop. So I think I spent $45 to register my domain for a couple years. I don't know how long I did it. It was new. I didn't know what it was, but I did do it for a couple years because Teddy Ewing is who I am, and I ain't going nowhere. You received an airdrop, and I received, between me and my husband, we received almost 400 tokens of ENS. And as you can see on the screen, it started off at 30, and then the price is at 50 now, but even on the high, it was at $83 at the high. So that was like tens of thousands of dollars that we got between us as an airdrop. Never has that happened before to me. I've gotten lucky and got into Ethereum when it was very low. I got into Binance when it was really low. So I've made those kind of gains doing that, but it was all me doing the action and kind of riding the wave and feeling like lucky, right? I got in on something I didn't know what it was, or I felt it was a good project and it grew. This is the first time in my crypto history in the last 5 years I've received an airdrop of this magnitude that's actually worth something. So what do we do with it? That is the question. What we do with it is we keep investing in it. Why? And these are for people who weren't even in it. You didn't know anything about ENS. I didn't tell you early, even though we mentioned it on the masterclass. If you're in my masterclass, it came up several times, but I could not have foresaw this. Even if it was in the Discord group, Telegram group, I'm building businesses. I ain't got time to be in them groups soaking it up all day long, right? But when I see something worthwhile, I get into it. Shortening of Ethereum addresses, that's a no-brainer for me. It's accepted across many platforms. My MetaMask recognizes it. Regular Coinbase recognizes it. Uniswap recognizes it. I think PancakeSwap might recognize it. Don't quote me on that. Several platforms recognize my .eth, so I can just transfer money. If me and my husband are moving crypto between each other, I just send it to his name .eth. He sends it to mine .eth. So easy. Perfect utility. And it's an NFT. So you get all of these different layers of crypto wrapped up in this thing that you can use. It's not one of these cryptos or tokens out here that are unusable. It's not a hope, a wish, and a prayer, okay? Even ADA, like for real, Cardano, it hasn't quite done the thing it wants to do yet. So we're on a hope and a prayer that it's going to do what they say they're going to do and it's going to be great. This thing is doing it. So we need to keep the faith. And I'm proud of everyone that held on to it, didn't sell, and dropped that thing down to zero because they all got this tens of thousands or thousands of dollar airdrop, how many ever tokens they got between them, and sell it off because that's the most money they've ever had, right? They held on to it because they believe in this thing. I believe this thing definitely can and will grow. I don't know how much it'll grow. Let me move my screen here. Looking at the max supply, they only have 100 million max supply. Right now they have 14 and a half million out there. That's about 15%. So it's room to grow, all right? So it's a lower max supply. It's not like all the crazy, crappy shisha. I'm calling shisha instead of a cuss word. Shisha in news out there. It's not something that's BS with trillions of dollars in supply. This thing has a cap, and I like when things have a cap that's attainable. I could absolutely see this thing getting up into the billions. It already hit a billions in the market cap when it first dropped and hit that $80 mark, right? So it's easily going to go into the excess billions. It's a usable service that solves a problem. It's a DAO, decentralized autonomous organization. So it's a way to be off the net, off the grid, off the traditional centralized system, doing something outside of that. So it's everything we love about crypto, everything we love about blockchain. So if you did not get the airdrop, that's okay. I really believe this is something that can be invested in and grow. It could easily go from this 50 back up to this 80 once it starts spreading, people watch these videos that are coming out, people talking about ENS, watch it grow, etc. I can definitely see this getting up again, and it's usable. All of you getting into NFTs, y'all transferring money between your wallets and exchanges. It only makes sense. For someone like me who doesn't want to expose my address, even if it's the public address, I can say teddyewing.eth. You want to cash out me some money? You want to send me some money? teddyewing.eth. That's easy, right? It doesn't expose the actual address. No one has to remember it. You have to remember all these 24, 25, 31. I don't remember how many characters it is. This is very simple, very easy, a lot of utility. So I encourage you to take a look at it. Do some research, do a little bit of Googling, see where this thing has been in the last few days and where it could potentially go. Whoever was the investor and dropped, that $1 billion or whatever they would have put in there to kind of get this airdrop going, I commend you. And I see where you're going with this, and we just need to keep using it. This is not one of the 14,000 crap coins, crap tokens out there that are popping up every day. This thing has utility. It has good volume to market cap utilization. I mean, we're talking over 20%, and all the hype has kind of died down. So we like to see that it's kind of relevant. People are still buying and selling it. So this is a good number, 0.27. And it's all in the red now because the hype is kind of leveling off, and that's okay. So I honestly believe this is something that we can spend some time on. I'm going to talk about this in my crypto club today. I'm going to go live so we can have this conversation about the investment strategy that went into it, about where this could go, the utility of it, and how you can still make some money. I foresee this definitely going up to 150 just from utility alone, and if not higher. I look at Binance as a perfect example. I got into Binance when it was $18, BNB, and it's like $600 today. I knew it was a great investment. So I'm like, when I still could get on the Binance.com platform in the US, I was like, this thing has everything. It's so easy. The fees are low. It's just easy to transfer. Has every coin and token. This is before there were 14,000, right? It had most of the coins and tokens out there, so I could really use it easily. I definitely saw it getting big. Did I know my $18 would turn to $600? No, but I'm so glad it did. I'm telling you, I feel the same thing about this, but we have to invest in the good projects and stop bouncing in and out of crappy projects with no platform, no community, no purpose. So check out ENS today. See if it's something you can get into. Discover the utility. Go ahead and get yourself a .eth so that you can have it when this becomes big and the DAO and the crypto and the blockchain space and the meta space grows and grows, because that's where we're going. Go ahead and get your .eth and see if it's something that you feel like you can invest in. That's all I have for you today. Invest in yourself. Continue to invest in yourself, at least 1%, by doing things like this. Even if it's just the knowledge, learning about it, so that you can reach your exponential greatness. This is Teddy Ewing, signing off.